Hey, what's up guys, Mashin here, come back with a brand new video for you guys. I've got 6 profitable trade-ups for you, so let's hop on into them. First up here, we gotta start off on a win. That's why we got a no-risk trade-up from the Fracture Collection. Now this one is something you might have seen in the past, but we've adjusted it to make it even easier. Now we're looking at 9 field-tested skins. 0.21 on the float is super easy to get, along with a 52-cent buy order, which is over what the API price sets it at. It's a reasonable price, you can definitely pull through. The one remaining skin is going to be a minimal wear skin, 0.1 on the float, and around $1 is going to be an ideal price for you to purchase this one. Now, as we mentioned, this one's got a 100% chance to profit. That's because every outcome is going to be over 50 cents in profit. Basically, whenever you get a trade up like this, usually means the inputs are hard to find, but in this case, it's just a very convenient time in the market right now where everything is kind of shifting a little bit, where we can pull this one off super easy. Basically, we're looking for either the Glock or the M4A4. Those are going to be about 20 cents more than the XM1014. That's just due to the float differences. As you can see, the M4 and the Glock are just barely squeaking in minimal wear, whereas the XM1014 is actually a little bit closer to factory new than it is field tested. But let's hop on into it. All right, let's go ahead and hop on into this one. I'm hoping we can start it off, decent. I mean, we've guaranteed ourselves a win, which is not obviously guaranteed with the rest of them, but it's always nice to have a little bit of that guaranteed profit. And we're starting off in the worst way, but it's still profit. Are you looking to grab some of those great looking CS2 skins but don't want to spend a ton of money on Steam tax selling off your current ones? Well, you don't have to with today's sponsor, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a trading website that's currently offering you $5 free if you use code MasterShiny, or an additional 35% bonus on new deposits with the code MasterShiny. All you have to do is pick out the skins you no longer want, pick out the skins you do want, and send that trade. And if you don't have any skins, don't worry, they're giving away hundreds of dollars worth of skins all the time. Toning it down for our next trade up, we're going to be heading on over to the recoil case. Now for this one, super cheap, $1.10 is all it's going to cost you, because we're looking at 10 field tested skins. Once again, 0.21 on the float, but 11-cent buy order on this is going to be perfect, because when we come down to our outcomes, we're really trying to hit either the SG, the M249, or the P90. These are all going to be about a 40-cent profit, whereas if we look at our losses, it's going to be the 2 field tested outcomes coming in the form of the R8 and the dual Berettas. Now this one, I like it because even though it's 110% profitable, you're still booking a decent win, especially considering it's only $1.10 to do, which is about the cheapest trade up you're gonna find, especially one of this caliber. All right, let's go ahead and hop on into this one. Hopefully we can start off a little bit better than what we did previously, which obviously was profit, but it was still the worst outcome. So let's go ahead and see this one. Okay, I believe that is decent. All right, the next trade up here, we're going to be hitting the exact same thing, but in stat track. Now, this is actually a little bit more profitable because we're going to be using a buy order of 21 cents and obviously the same float coming in at 0.214 or below. This one's very profitable though, because we're going to be getting a little bit more on one specific skin, and that's the SG553 Dragon Tech, coming in at almost a $1.50 profit compared to what we were seeing previously. Now, we're still going to be grabbing about a $1 profit if we once again hit that M249 or the P90 Vent Rush. Both of these are still very solid options in this case, and even when we're losing, we're not losing as big as what we're winning. We're only losing about 60 cents each with the dual Berettas and the R8 Crazy 8. All right, let's get on into it, and hopefully we can come again, walk away with a pretty nice outcome. First one went obviously decent. We're once again looking for one of those 3 outcomes. Let's see it. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. Exactly what we want to see from this trade up. Trade up number 4, we're going to be heading on over to the Revolution case. Now for this one, we're going to be splitting it 8 and 2. We're going to be looking for 8 field tested skins, 0.205 on the float, 38-cent buy order. Honestly, not terribly hard for either of these. You might have to cycle a little bit. The minimal wears I tried to make as easy as possible because I found these ones were a little bit harder to get in a lower float. So we're going to be looking at an 84-cent buy order and a 0.117 for the float. That's honestly the highest I've ever used in a minimal wear float like this, just because they were so hard to find. I did have to cycle a decent amount, but obviously I got them. Now this one's my favorite trade up of the video because we're looking at 130% 60% profit on an almost $5 trade up. Means we should be getting almost $1.50 every time we spam this out because of a couple specific skins, honestly. The first of which has got to be that M4A1S. Thing looks very, very nice. Almost a $5 profit, but the other outcomes are no slouches either. The Mac 10's about $2 profit, the Glock is about a $2 profit, P90 is about breaking even, which is honestly pretty decent, and we're only going to be losing on one specific skin, and that's the R8 coming in at field tested. We're losing about $2.50 or half of our money. I'm excited, you guys should be too. Let's hop on into this one. Alright, hopping on into this one. Now with this one, you can also go ahead and do this in the non-stat track form. I've got the trade up right here. In my opinion, it was just not honestly worthwhile because it wasn't as much profit, and being the Revolution case, getting the correct inputs is always a little bit of a struggle. Let's see it. Okay, that's the second best thing. It's weird float cap, but it comes in and field tested, and that's a pretty nice hit. This episode is easy floats for a reason. Coming in number 5.218 from the Felchin collection. We're looking for purple skins in the field tested format, obviously. Now this one, 66-cent buy order, but this is a very nice price for the loudmouth. Usually they're a little bit cheaper than this, potentially depending on what time you're looking, but honestly, 0.218 is about as good as you're going to get, unless you're trying to throw in a minimal wear skin, but those get expensive. Now coming down to our outcomes, we're really looking for one thing, obviously. It's that MP7 Nemesis, almost a $7 profit on this $6 trade up. Now this one is definitely a little bit risky, as you can see. There's only one good outcome, and the other two, we're losing about $2 a piece, so there's definitely a good and a bad when it comes to this one, but for 114% profitability, we're going to take our shot. Alright, here we are hopping on into this one. We're on a good roll so far. Oh, don't want to throw that downtown in there. We're on a good roll, and I'm hoping we can continue it here. This would be a massive hit, and this and our next one are the only two major risky ones. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. We are just on a roll here. Moving on into our last one. If we hit this, I might go a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. We are on a roll. Coming in with our last one. We're heading on over to the clutch case. Minimal wear skins, 0.108 for the float. Super easy to get, honestly speaking, for minimal wear skins. And when we're looking at a buy order, $1.36. You can definitely go up a little bit if you need to. You do have wiggle room with this one, as we're looking at about a $2 average profit per trade up. Now when it comes to those outcomes, we're really looking to hit the big two. Honestly, if we get either of these, I'm gonna go absolutely ballistic. We're looking at an Op Mortis or an Aux Civilian. Both of these huge profits, $5 and $3 respectively, and even the USP, honestly speaking, is not a terrible outcome for the worst loser in this trade up, considering you got two profits that are better than the one small loser. You definitely got a good trade up here. That's definitely got some potential, and I'm ready to see it. Alright, here we are, last one. I'm ready for it. I hope you're ready for it as well. We got a lot of potential sitting here on the table. Potential for a flawless trade up video. I don't think this has ever happened in the history of the channel. Let's see it. No way. No way. Oh, man. Honestly, this is one of the best trade up videos I've done in a while. We went 5 for 6, or I guess 4 for 5 if you don't want to include the first one. Our only loss coming right here, and we hit the Nemesis, which is a huge profit. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.